Welcome back, everyone. So in this video, we're going to be doing some bus stuff. I have clips backlogged from the bus project from like a long time ago. So I think what I'm going to do is just try to put together, sorry, lighting's bad. Try to put together a bunch of clips from the bus stuff for you guys to watch. And just stuff that we've been up to. I mean, it's just boring stuff, but got the trans in, got the exhaust stuff straightened out. First, I have the cats here. I gotta put both of these cats on, and that's gonna be a fun thing. So I'm gonna try to do everything else first and then throw the exhaust up. So I got a little bit to do on it. Basically, all I have to do at this point, I've been pumping gas out of it, trying to get all the bad gas out. It's all old. I gotta put the tranny cooler lines on. I need to bolt the exhaust up. I have to hammer out some studs in the flanges, downstream a little bit, and just, you know, get the O2s plugged in, obviously. Hopefully they're not all rotted, sitting apart all this time. Yeah, and just piece it back together. Gotta do the shift linkage and some other miscellaneous plugs here and there, plug the trans in. So maybe I'm just gonna lay under here today and just start to knock some of that stuff out, but I'll probably roll those clips I have of me doing all the work on this thing now. And you guys can see what I've done. And yeah, then we'll move on to part 2, which is trying to fire this thing up. So that's coming pretty soon. Just gotta put some fresh gas in it. And after I get everything all put back together, we'll try to fire it. Alright everybody, and welcome back. So we're gonna be working on the bus. Unfortunately, I wish I was working on this thing. This whole project here. I'm having a good time with that. It's you know, it's fun to work on something that's like untouched. That's always very exciting, you know. I mean, something that you've been messing with for 3 years it gets old, you know, and you need a break. So I had a break with the truck, and then I went back to the car for a little bit, and then, you know, gotta get a little break with this thing. But now I'm working on the bus, so we'll talk about the bus. Anyway, so what we got going on right now is basically I got the welder out, which you know is not good. The battery's about to die, guys, so I'm gonna have to get me another battery, but it's gonna crap out. Let's see if I can say what I gotta say. This here setup. Alright, so I got new batteries for the cam. So basically, I went to go put the transmission in with my buddy, my coworker there, Will, and we, unfortunately, I was like, oh crap, all the exhaust studs are broken. So I'm like, alright, I got an idea. I'll just take the manifold off, right? And my dad's like, yeah, do that. And, you know, obviously that was a bad idea, because I snapped 2 of them. One of them was already snapped and had been for a while, and the other one snapped when I went to undo it. Luckily that one is out and about, like, you know, the stud is actually visible. So, I don't know how good your angle is here, but yeah, you can't really see it from here. You can see it from the inside of the bus, but I'll go in there later. But this one that I want to show you right up here is, this is the one that I'm going to be going after right now. Is that guy. You can probably see him. He's shiny because I went ahead and ground it with a Dremel so I could get some bare metal, and I'm going to try to tack onto that, even though it's like pretty hard to get in there. It's definitely not easy. It's good that I can even film it with this camera zoomed all the way in, but yeah, it's not easy to get in there. So I'm going to try to put some tacks on there, and then maybe weld a washer on there, and then weld a nut on it, and then hopefully I'll be able to back it out. That's the plan. If I can't get it, you know, I'll keep trying. We'll get it eventually. You always get it eventually. You just got to keep at it. Alright guys, so at some point 2 nights ago, my welding helmet stopped working, so I'm seeing some spots, so I figured that was probably bad. So I got a new helmet, and I'm out here during the day on Sunday. Still decently cold, but I'm bundled up, so let's get welding. Let's figure this thing out. Alright, so I decided to shift gears and focus on this guy down here. I'm going to go ahead and try to tack a nut on there, because I tried to get it with the vice grips. It doesn't want to move, so we got to give it a little bit of heat. So I'll try to tack a nut on there and bust it off. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys. I don't want the camera to get welding slag on it, so we'll save that for another time. So guys, it has been some time since I filmed anything on the bus, but I have been working on it. It's kind of difficult being that it's so cold. So I did get the manifold back on today. I actually just finished tightening the bolts and everything, so you can see it in there. So we are one step closer here. God, I'm not good at getting that to stick. So I got all the bolts tightened down. I just got to stick the dipstick right back into the oil pan, and then we're pretty much free and clear on this side. So now what I have to do is probably weld some nuts to the other side of this thing. On the other manifold, I got 2 broken studs, so I'm just gonna try to weld onto those, and then I'll get the torches set up hopefully, and I will try to extract those. So I got these 2 guys extracted, the one in the front and the one in the rear. I just ended up welding nuts onto them and extracting them. Pretty impossible to film. I needed a second person just to like hold the nut from the inside while I welded it from the outside while like getting the torch in there. I could barely see, let alone get a camera in there. So rather than film it, I just got to work and I got it done. So unfortunately some things I just can't show, but not in this setting. Maybe if I was inside in a garage I could do it, but it's just so cold out here. You know, I'm all bundled up and just trying to get work done. So got some stuff done. I'm happy. I want to try to get the spark plugs in and get the dipstick tube put in, and then maybe pull a welder out here and try to weld some nuts to the other manifold and see if I can get that started, the extraction started today or possibly tomorrow. So I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on with this bus, but we are getting there. So I got a welding cart repurposed. It used to be an old smoke machine, so we got this thing turned into a welding cart, and basically I just cut some reliefs in this piece. There was another one down there. Cut some reliefs here and here for these tanks. I strapped them in. They're in there really good. So I'm gonna proceed to put everything together, and yeah, just go ahead and blow the valves out. Just crack the valve and screw all the valves on nice and, you know, pretty tight, not too tight. Here's my torch kit here from Harbor Freight. Everything in here. Got the oxygen valve, acetylene, and the torch. So I'm gonna try to assemble this thing and see what this cart looks like. There's a basket for it too, so I can maybe put some of the excess stuff in there, and should make a pretty nice cart. I know it's kind of dark and you guys can't see it, but yeah, I'm gonna try to get this cart set up, and we'll test the torch out. I'm excited.
Alright, want to do some first?
Yeah, sure. I should have got a fucking fire extinguisher.
Oh, come on. My arm keeps hitting it.
Yes, I know. I don't think you have a good angle over there. You want me to just do it?
Yeah, let me do this. Okay.
Definitely should have got a fire extinguisher.
You want to do this, and then I'll take the bolt out?
I don't care. You're doing good.
I have a hard time seeing, though.
It's a little, well, yeah.
Okay, I'll keep trying.
And then I can fuck around with trying to get it out while you're doing that.
Yeah.
See if it's getting loose or not. I think I broke the nut off. The nut's off.
Let's try the other one.
Jesus.
Right in the mouth.
I didn't weld that other one that good, I don't think, because I didn't have the gas on, maybe. So maybe this one will be better.
Let's try that one.
Maybe the other tip works better too. I think if we'll end up doing this again, we'll put the other tip on there. And I'll try to weld a little better.
Okay.
I'll have another shot at it. Ready for me?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looking nice and red.
Gotta spin that off, I think. Yep.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to weld the 13 on there right now.
I don't know.
I have the 13s on there, smaller ones. Okay. I got these guys right here, these 13s. So.
Yeah, I gotta get the welder stuff back over here.
Yep. Well, I have a really good welder nut here.
That torch cable out of here. I don't want to get any slag in there.
No, definitely not. That is
I'm just not gonna be able to get in there. I don't think that's gonna work.
okay. I want to try that 13.
I need a bigger one, to be honest. I need a bigger nut.
Yeah.
No, that's there's one. 402 beat up. I gotta grind it flat first. What a nice set, huh? So nice. Yeah. Nice, right? What are we gonna do? Let's get you. Just so close.
Yeah. The hottest part of the flame is at where the blue is.
I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna put the damn thing out.
Where the blue is.
Alright guys, so I'm not sure where I left off last with the bus, but I have a potential buyer now, so I kind of got to get my butt in gear and get this thing ready. So I'm just going to go underneath and maybe talk about a little bit of what I've done. I'm going to lay a blanket under there. I want to try to do a flush on the transmission cooler to make sure we have any of the debris, clutch material, and or metal and plastic from the, the exploding of the old transmission. We got to make sure we get all that out of there so it doesn't wreck the new transmission. So we're going to flush the cooler. I got a plan for that, and top this thing off with transmission fluid, and then just go over everything, bolt check, tighten the exhaust stuff, and we should be good to go after that, guys. So I'm pretty excited, and yeah, should be good. We're almost there. We're on the home stretch. So yep, just gonna get back to work on this thing and see if we can get her fired up sometime soon. Got to put some fresh gas in it too. Alright guys, so I figured I'd fill you in on the latest with the bus. As you can see, the grill is off. Still working on trying to get this thing sold. I have somebody interested, and just got to make it move, guys. I haven't yet driven it, so got to see if it moves. I pumped all the gas out of it, hot wiring the fuel pump and the fuse block over there. So yeah, oh look, there's some stuff here. Interesting. I didn't see that the other night. God, it's bitterly cold out here. I probably won't get any work done on it today or tomorrow, but we'll try to get to it after I get back from my little vacation I got planned. I'm going away for a week to Florida, so it should be a lot warmer. So I got this fan here. this is a new trans cooler because I want to try to flush the cooler, and I couldn't get any fluid to flow through the cooler, which is in the stock radiator. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it melted, or maybe it's plugged full of you know, material from the transmission blowing up. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. I was gonna take the radiator out and try to fix it, but I'd rather just put an aftermarket cooler on it, and the guy buying it agreed that would be better in the long run. So I mounted this cooler here, and I gotta just plumb the lines to it. I flared the lines at work the other day, so you can see the cooler's mounted in here. It should work really well. I just gotta get the lines plumbed to it and wire it in. It's got a thermostat, so it'll turn on when the temperature gets to, I don't know if it's 160 or 180, and it'll fire up that trans cooler. So pretty cool, but I think this is gonna be it for the bus. I'm gonna get back to work on this thing as soon as it gets warm enough, and hopefully get this thing on the road. Just gotta do the oil change and tighten a few bolts, and we're ready to try to fire it up. Oh, new gas too. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching this bus video, and there'll be more to come on the bus soon. But yeah, peace out all. Whew, it's cold.